This is our Mark IV Toyota Supra. Under the hood, the legendary 2JZ, making over 1,100 wheel horsepower. This car has lived its life as a modern Fast and Furious icon. We built this car for the 2022 SEMA show, and it was an absolute showstopper. And we got this thing to perform at the drag strip, even making this car do literal wheelies.
What the f?
We even let one of our subscribers two-step this beast, and he blew it up. Or we think he blew it up.
Uh-oh, that is not good.
But now it's time for a new chapter. Behind us is a mountain of parts. Smaller turbo, bigger brakes, wheels, wrap, safety gear, all sourced from throtl.com. The goal is to turn this straight line weapon into a circuit track legend. So here's the plan. Diagnose the engine, bolt on the new turbo, fab a custom downpipe, and hit the dyno for a brand new tune. And if everything goes right, we're gonna take this car to the legendary Laguna Seca Raceway. All right, so we tried to cool and pressure test it. The hole, wherever it's leaking from, is way too big to hold any amount of air pressure. So we're just gonna put a bunch of water in it and see where the water comes out. That's the simplest way to do it.
Fire in the hole. Oh.
I think the freeze plug on the back of the block popped out.
Yeah, I think you popped something, all right?
So yeah, freeze plug's along the side of the block. You have a freeze plug on the back of the block.
That's not bad at all.
What else could it be? That is kind of the, unless there's a hole over there.
Unless the block got cracked.
Right there.
Or anything.
That's not a crack, bro.
But like the chance of anything happening on the back of the block and not happening on that cylinder, like if cylinder 6 went, the piston would be wrecked, and the spark plug would also be wrecked. Because that thing popped out at like 7,000 RPM with 2 step. I'm guessing the freeze plug popped out. That would be my guess. All right, our bag of freeze plugs just got here for the Supra. We're gonna pop the rear plug in. I'm gonna bring the car down. We're gonna put coolant in it and pressure test it to make sure that the head gasket is still fine. If the pressure test is holding well, then we're gonna pop the transmission back in, get this thing fired up. Let's go. All right, let's test it. All right, we're 23 minutes into the coolant pressure test, and our freeze plug is bone dry, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Not a single drop. So now we can get the clutch back on, get the transmission back in, and get this Supra back together. The reason freeze plugs exist is to fill a hole in the engine block casing when the engine block is manufactured, and they are press fit into the block. It's pretty uncommon to have one pop out like this, but in this case, we're lucky because I'll take a popped freeze plug over a cracked engine block any day of the week. Now it's time to get the rest of this car back together. All right, the Mark IV Supra is completely back together. Let's fire it up and see what happens. Come on, let's go, baby. Now that the Supra is running, it's time to configure this 2JZ for time attack. We're looking for usable power, excellent response, and reliability without a ton of heat soak, and step 1 is replacing the turbocharger with the new Garrett G35 900. This is the secret to turning this into a proper track weapon for us. It is a smaller turbo. This is a Garrett G35 900. Now the turbo we had on here originally was a G42 1200. And that big snail put this Supra at 1,100 wheel horsepower, or about 1,300 at the crankshaft. Now that is perfect for drag racing, getting 9-second quarter miles and having a very good, fun drag car. But a little bit of a humbling moment for everyone here. 1,300 horsepower is astronomical. Me plus this at 1,100 horsepower on Laguna Seca probably isn't going to end well, so we're downing the power. So this is gonna do the job perfectly. We've got an RTEC Point AR9 rear housing, and of course we've got a little adapter that goes from the big frame turbo to the medium frame turbo housing allowing this to literally be a bolt-on kit, which is awesome, so we don't have to change the turbo manifold. R-Tech makes a really good line of products, and this is one of them. I have a couple of fab pieces on its way to adapt our downpipes. We're gonna have to remake that. And of course, as you can tell, the charge piping is quite a bit bigger, so we're gonna need to adjust that too. Other than that, all of our fluid lines, coolant, and oil are gonna bolt right onto this turbo, and then this thing will be done. So while we're waiting for those parts to arrive, we're gonna knock out some other maintenance items. The first one I wanna do is a new timing belt. It's been about 4 years, and I don't wanna have any problems with that on track, so let's get to replacing. Our new timing belt is installed, and now we're gonna finish it off with a brand new serpentine belt. Next up is an oil baffle. This guy goes inside the oil pan, and he's gonna isolate the oil right around the pickup so nothing gets sloshed to the side and starves the engine while we're on track. So we do have to drop one of two of the subframes on this. The rear subframe that has the control line pickup needs to get moved to get access to the oil pan. I think from there we should be able to slide it out the back. Now we get to see if I can sneak this out through the front subframe. Oh baby, come on! Hell yeah. This is gonna keep our engine safe, especially because we're racing a really rare JDM car, which is the Mark IV Supra. Of course, these cars are getting pretty expensive, and we wanna keep this one as good a shape as we possibly can. As you guys know, we work on a lot of project cars here at throtl, which means we buy a lot of cars here at throtl. The site we've trusted for years to help us find everything from project cars like the Supra to dream builds, even sweepstakes cars, is Autotempest.com. If you've ever tried hunting something down like a Mark IV Supra, you know it's really difficult. These cars are getting extremely rare, and when they pop up, they disappear super fast. And that's where Autotempest makes things simple. The cool thing is it searches all the big sites at once. They also let you compare with results from Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace nationwide, not just in your local area. So instead of checking a bunch of different tabs, you can search once and see everything in one place. Whether you're shopping for a JDM icon like the Mark IV Supra, or something vintage like a 355, or even a Viper, or if you want something newer like a G82 M4 or a genuine classic like the Testarossa, Autotempest makes car shopping way easier and honestly kind of addicting. Huge thank you to Autotempest for sponsoring today's video. They've made a massive difference when it comes to car shopping here at throtl, either project cars, sweepstakes cars, dream builds, and even personal cars for me and the guys around the shop. Click the link in the description down below. You'll even get a sneak peek of what car we're gonna be building here next in the throtl shop. You can also scan the QR code here on screen. We've still got a lot of work to do on the Mark IV Supra, so let's keep going. The biggest change we're gonna be making on this Supra is actually gonna be the brakes. We're gonna redo the braking system from the pedal all the way to the wheel. When we set this car up initially, we put the smallest rear braking package on possible to fit these. This is a big sidewall 15-inch drag tire. When you're stopping the car from 160 miles an hour once, these brakes are adequate. When you're stopping time and time again on a circuit race, these things are easily gonna overheat, and that is a bad situation to be in on track. Before I show you guys the killer braking setup we're gonna put on the Supra, we need to replace some parts on here, including adding a booster and replacing the master cylinder. This is what our braking setup looks like now. We're gonna be replacing this and moving all of these. Our new booster and our master is in. I've even got our vacuum line, and we've got a check valve in. However, I had to scab the port from the intake manifold, which means we need to rehome the intake air temperature sensor. This is where our vacuum port is for the brake booster now, because we didn't have that before. So I've got the boost pipe off. We're gonna weld a little bung to get this thing back in the engine and working properly. So you're gonna sit right here, like that on the boost pipe, we'll be styling. All right, let me know in the comments down below if you think I got it, because if I don't, Evan's gotta fix it. I attempted to weld it, and I successfully mushroomed the threads on the inside. I'm not that good at aluminum welding yet, so I'm gonna have Evan weld up the new one.
All welded up, on to the next thing.
Right here on the table is our solution, Vibrant Performance Transitions, and we've got some V-bands. So these are gonna allow us to go from the big piping that's already on the car to the smaller turbo setup. So we've got a reducer for the exhaust. This goes from 4" to 3.5. We have a V-band that's gonna go on the back of the turbo, allowing this to be a bolt-on solution. And then we have the same thing for the charge piping. So these little guys are gonna go from the turbo, which is now much smaller, to the size that we need to be using our couplers. So that's perfect. We gotta get this thing welded up, hooked up, and then our turbo will be ready to make some boost. Ooh, I'm gonna give that like a 4. Yeah, I need to like clamp it down so it stops moving.
A little bit better there?
We're getting a little better. That
right
was into the first tack. I'm gonna give that like a Quinn 6. And of course, you guys already know, all of this custom fabrication and welding wouldn't be possible without our Lincoln Electric 225 Precision TIG. I've got the downpipe set up. I'm gonna weld on the little coupler to make this super easy for Ricky to start his fab work. So let's get it tacked. I got some good practice welds in on this piece. Now it's time for the piece that I can't mess up, which is the compressor housing for the turbo. I get one shot to do this right, and if I get it wrong, well, I'm not gonna get it wrong, because we can't get it wrong. I tacked it and then got booted.
We only get one shot at this.
I got it, come on. No
Not
fake.
even tacked.
That is tacked. It's staying up by
I
itself.
don't know.
You wanna jump in? Jump in.
I'll jump in.
That'll do it. There she is.
We have this piece and this piece. Now we're gonna put it all together, just like this. Make sure it's all lined up. And as you can see from there, Quinny's gonna come over, he's gonna tack it together, and then we're gonna take the downpipe out, and he's gonna weld it completely around, and we should be ready to put it back last time.
Our G35-900 is installed and plumbed. Now we're gonna install the intake and our boost pipe, and this turbo install will be complete. Now it is time to move into the brakes on the Supra. Ricky, what do we got here, brother?
Man, for the front, we went from 12-inch rotors to 13 inches. So this is an inch bigger. We are gonna keep the 6-piston calipers, and for the back, we still have the stock OEM brakes. We're moving to 4-piston calipers, aftermarket rotors, drift motion, hats for it. We have the adapters, and we have way better pads than we have on right now. So this thing is gonna stop on a dime.
Front brakes are complete. We just put a bigger rotor and a better pad on it. Now we're gonna move into the back. This is where the fun begins because we gotta fit a much bigger caliper. We gotta take the old stuff off, take the old rotor off, and we can't use the stuff shields anymore, right?
Nope, that's gotta come off too.
All right, let's get started. Calipers are on. Let's test fit the rotors. Oh, that's dialed.
Oh, dude, that's perfect.
Oh, dude, that was so easy.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I love when brake kits fit so well. All right, let's grease these up, bolt it down, and move on to the other side.
Yep.
Now it is time for our brand new wheel and tire package for the Supra. We got one of the most legendary, iconic JDM wheels of all time. This is a set of 3-piece Workmeister S1s. I love talking wheel specs. So up front, we've got an 18x10 with an 18 offset. In the back, we've got an 18x12 with a -20 offset. Remember, our Supra has a Speedwell body kit on it, which allows us to run an offset like this with a massive lip in the back. It's gonna look so freaking good. I cannot wait to see this thing on the ground. And to complement these sick wheels, we're gonna be running Falken's new Azenis RT660 Plus. We've got a couple of sets of these Pluses in the shop, but so far, none of us have really pushed them on track yet, and this set is gonna see that. I cannot wait. This is their grippiest summer tire, and it's perfect for the Supra.
I think you raised it a little more than a ½ inch, Quinn.
But like I told them, I'm like, I think the OD on the last wheels were bigger than this one. So now it looks like we were off-roading.
All right, I might need to come down to the back.
Yeah, you changed it without testing the wheels.
No. That's good. I'm okay with that. That is good.
That is not Queen style, bro.
No, we're not going for it. We want a little bit of tuck. We want a little bit of wheel gap. What I don't want to do is to go out on track and this thing is rubbing all over the place. I want none of that. Right. So having a little bit of a stretch on the tire, having a little bit weaker offset around the car and a high ride height, it's gonna dial it in perfectly. I think this is sick.
This wheel just looks good on everything. It's like a TE. You can put this thing on any car. A classic, modern car, it always looks good.
Oh man, it's sick. Like this car looked good before, but now it just looks proper. It looks very modern, it looks perfect.
Right now is a huge moment. We're gonna fire this thing up for the first time since we put the new turbo on it. Very excited to hear this 2J run again. With the new turbo sound, it should sound pretty freaking good, so let's get this thing fired. Come on, we're going to the dyno, baby, let's go. You ready? We're here at Darden Shop. We got the Supra on a mainline dyno. Now we got Sean Christensen, tuned by Sean, on the laptop. He's the one who's been tuning this car since we put it together the first time. It should be a pretty straightforward, simple day today. We haven't changed a lot of setup on the car other than the turbo. So let's get into some power pulls. So what I was really shooting for was the range of 400 to like 600. Low boost, we just made 512 of the tire. So that's like almost 600 at the crank. So we're like 200-300 horsepower above where I wanted to be, but I think we'll be all right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's definitely usable. That was a loud freaking backfire. Made 515 of the wheel, so I think that's kind of the range we're looking for. 515 is at the tire is over 600 at the crank, so I think we're in good shape, dude. I think this is going to be an absolute fun, really good car to drive. And the reality is we're trying to set this up to be a good circuit car that we can actually go out and enjoy. Like, I know everybody on YouTube wants to see 900, 1,000 horsepower, 1,100 horsepower. That's what this car made. But I'll tell you firsthand, on a circuit track, when this thing lights up and it's making 1,100, I almost don't want to drive the car. It is like terrifying. Having that much power on a drag strip is one thing. When you're staring at a corner coming up, it's just too much. So getting this car in a power range where we can actually use it and stay flat and enjoy the car, enjoy the power band, enjoy the sequential, and not be scared of the car. That's the biggest thing, is I don't want anybody here to be scared of the car when we take it out on the track. Evan's never driven a 1,100 wheel horsepower car in his life. So you're gonna put him out at Laguna Seca, a track he's driven maybe 3 or 4 laps on, and something with that much power. You don't want to do that, man. Like, nobody at the shop is at that level where we can have 1,000 horsepower time attack car and be able to effectively go out and drive it on the track. We're done here on the dyno at Darden shop. Sean got this thing dialed in, so low boost is about 350 at the tire. High boost is about 540, 550 at the tire. So that's a really good range for us to play with. If we want the car a little bit faster, we can be. We set up temperature safety settings. We set up different boost levels, and we have a PDM here, so we can change all that stuff as well as traction control. So this thing is gonna be an absolute ripper when we get out to Laguna Seca. Now that our Supra's making good power and ready for the track, we gotta update our safety equipment. We've got new racing harnesses here and a fresh steering wheel going on, so let's get these things on. So one of the main reasons we're replacing these is because they're expired. Now, racing harnesses have a certain date. These are June of 2024. It is not June of 2024, it's way past that, and so we need to update them. We also got these in black to match the new look of the car. I don't know what my boy Ricky's over here doing. I don't know what you doing, dog.
I'm setting this up for
I'm
you.
almost out. I'm almost out. I got these in. I gotta tidy this one back
he's
up.
fighting for his life over there.
Look at him, he's sweating. No hat. Did you see a mechanic without his hat on? He's fighting.
I'm done.
He's fighting.
First test run.
Yeah, let's see it. I just figured that out. That's pretty good.
Boom. What's your lap time?
We're gonna take a lap time?
How's it feel?
Pretty good. Really good, actually. Dialed, Ricky.
Good?
Ken, shut the door. There it is. Yeah. New harnesses.
Boom.
New wheel.
That looked pretty good.
We're ready. You ready to go to the track? We got 3 cars, 3 trucks, 3 trailers loaded up. All the boys are headed up to Grid Life right now. Our first stop is Falcon Tire to pick up some rubber for the drift car.
Bro, it smells like so much rubber in here.
That is, dude,
A lot of tires.
Crazy.
That's a lot of tires.
So many tires. This warehouse is crazy. I was just talking with one of the employees. They have over 500,000 tires just in this warehouse alone. He said they have 400,000 on a separate warehouse, and they're expanding because they just acquired Dunlop. It's gonna be insane, dude. We got FK460s. These are all season, so they're not super grippy, which means you guys will have a pretty nice, easy time getting these things to break loose. We got 8. I think that's plenty, dude. I think that'll be plenty for the weekend. All right, we found our spot. We're gonna get these 2 cars unloaded, drop these trailers off, and then come back, unload the Supra. Then we got a lot of things going in the trailer where the Supra was, like this truck bed full of tires and that truck bed full of tires. And then we gotta put the Z together because the bumper's off. But we're here, we're at Laguna Seca. We brought 2 drift cars and a time attack car, and we're gonna be driving every single day we're here, which is sick. All right, 1 car down, 2 to go. So we got all of our registration done, so we're officially drivers. Now it's time to get all of the cars taxed. So we got them all fired up. We're gonna take them over there, which is the driver tech, get all these cars run through, and we'll be done. So tomorrow we can just drive. Let's go. right, the RX-7 just passed tech. We are dialed in. All we need to do is get the Z and the Supra teched, and then we're done. All 3 cars passed tech. We're racing this weekend here at Good Life.
Woo! Let's go!
You ready, dude?
Dude, how sick is that? How sick is that? Last year we came here with the Freak, and it failed. Honestly, it failed. And to come back 1 year later, we revived the Supra. We brought the Z, which we didn't have a year ago, and we brought your car. This is gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be dope.
This thing passed with like flying colors. I went through tech. It took us a minute for this one because they check a lot more, I would assume, and then they just came out right away.
Have a good weekend, boys. You ready, Sean?
I'm ready.
Let's see what you got.
Fun.
All right, Grid Life actually moved us right here next to trackside. We're gonna display our cars like the other booths around us, which is really freaking cool. We were kind of tucked in the back over there. We got a primo spot now, so everything's ready to go. We're gonna show up tomorrow and drive. Let's do it. Yeah. Woo! All right, it is day 1 of Grid Life. We have the cars set up. A lot is happening this morning, even though it's super early. We got drivers meetings going on like crazy over there. And then I've got a drivers meeting right after this one's done. And this is the time we're gonna take the Supra out on the track for the first time. First session's gonna be nice and easy. We're not gonna push anything crazy, see what the time is, and then we're gonna start working towards a goal. Set a goal for a pretty good time here at Laguna Seca. It's gonna be a sick day. We're bringing both the drift cars out. We're getting the tent and the table set up. It's gonna be a really good day. All right, Grid Life, Laguna Seca, first time out in the Supra. Let's see what's going on.
Get out. Pull your fire suppression, pull whatever you got. Please do not pop a hood on a hot track. When you think your hood's on fire, you're going to add oxygen to the problem. It's going to get worse. Got it?
So we just finished up the drift drivers meeting. We got a lot of knowledge and information from the meeting, learning about all the different flags and what to look for when they throw out a yellow flag, a black flag, a red flag, and all the different corners that we should be looking for and towers. Now it's time to go on track.
Justin, one of Justin's older Mustangs, a lot of technology and development.
We just got back from the first lap on the track for the drift. It was gnarly.
I don't even know how to collect my thoughts after that. Really fast. Did not think it was that fast.
Oh my God, bro. It was insane.
I mean, first of all, drifted Laguna, bro.
So tight,
sick.
dude. Okay.
So sick. So stoked about that. But also, you have to be going really fast, and you got to actively check your mirrors. It's chaotic.
So I'm in 3rd gear, like clutch kicking the crap out of my car just to keep it there.
Yeah.
Like I'm handbraking full throttle to build up the revs, like almost on like 2-step, and then I pull up the clutch in 3rd gear, and I'm just like romping it, clutching it.
You hit turn 2 first try, right? Yeah, you ripped the whole thing.
So that was 2nd gear first try, and then this corner here also first try. The back 3 over there is 3rd for me. Corkscrew is 2nd.
I wasn't even driving yet,
so
and I got
sick.
so much of an adrenaline rush.
So I'll say this, the game plan was to play it safe, to go get a good feel for the track, get a good feel for the car, how fast everything functions, the other drivers, and the pacing of everything. We did that, we played it safe, car's in good shape. We're gonna have a hell of a weekend. That was only the first run of like I think there's like 16 drift sessions. I'm excited, let's keep going.
So my time attack group, I got changed from C to D because all the cars in C are really fast, like Z06s and stuff. Our Supra's only making 350 horsepower, so I got kind of trampled. So I got moved to Group D, which is perfectly fine. My group is getting called the grid right now, so I gotta go.
We've done 2 drift sessions and 1 time attack session. Quinn's about to go for his second out of the 4 sessions. So all day long we get 4 drift sessions and we get 4 time attack sessions. We're about halfway through the day. We're still playing things safe. We're taking it light. We don't want to have any weekend ending damage done to the cars or get kicked off track or do anything silly. So we're taking it easy, but we're still having a ton of fun. I think in about an hour, we're gonna go for a ride along in TJ's Supra. So we'll show you guys what that's all about.
Feels great. We need to add more fuel. I think it's fuel sloshing in the tank because I would come out of a long corner and the power wasn't there. It was kind of breaking up. I can look at the log, see what the fuel pressure was doing. I think we just need to fill it up. However, that felt insane, bro. That felt insane. The class I was in was perfect because there was kind of guys right around my speed, so I wasn't getting trampled by everybody. I had a flyer, Nate. That was like a 7, 8, 9, 10.
Do you have a transponder?
Yeah.
What's do you know what your lap time is?
I don't know what the lap time is, but it felt good, dude.
I want to know what the lap times are. I know like somewhere around 145 is fast, 140 is really fast, 130 is like record lap stuff.
It was clean track. It felt good. I was flat through all the straights. It was like not the perfect lap because I made a bunch of mistakes, but like as good as it could have been for me being out there, it was dialed, bro. I felt like my line was pretty good. My braking points were pretty good. I was pushing the car pretty hard.
Mitch said the commentator said something really interesting about the Supra and Quinn driving.
They were just saying that typically you don't see Mark IVs on track and that they're preserved in a museum, but he was saying something about how Quinn's lap was really fast. So no, car looks really good out on track. That boy's quick.
There's the 760 car of Clark. 94 Supra, let's talk a little bit about this.
Let's say big 4 of that JDM era, the horsepower race between this, the NSX, the FDRX7, and then R34 Skyline.
The 90s JDM stuff and cars like this almost belong in a showroom rather than on the racetrack, but you always love to see them out there actually making laps.
Heat 2 was amazing. I found my fastest time was 152.2. My goal for the weekend is to get this Supra in the 40s. Like 149 or below would be amazing. This car feels so freaking good and I'm so stoked we figured it out.
So we're gonna go get in a ride along with TJ in his Mark V Supra. I think it's freshly redone. I don't know exactly what's done to it. I'll get him to give us a little rundown. But we're gonna hop in the car with him and see how it goes.
Give him a rundown. What do we got?
It's everything. Quick change, dog box, 3.4, BC, JZ, Garrett, G40 900, makes 900 horsepower. Wise fast front and rear. It's our new pro car. So it's an FD level car. Anything you could physically do is done to this car. It's everything.
What'd you think?
It is a whole different animal. The experience is absolutely insane. Like, there's just such a big difference. Nate's an absolutely great driver, and it's really fun to.
I wouldn't say I'm a great driver.
For where we are, we are at Laguna Seca, you are. Like, a lot of people probably couldn't come out here and do what you did today, but hopping in with someone that is like genuinely almost a professional in a pro car is just like, I don't know, if I had to pick.
I've never heard that from the outside.
Right next to the car. What is that?
That is epic. That is loud.
What? What? You're a troublemaker.
All right, back to what we were saying. I don't know if I can describe the feeling of being in that car versus the 370. It's such a big difference. Like, you're flying. I don't even know how fast we're going. TJ said we were going like 110 after corkscrew. I feel like everyone here should go in this car.
I've been in this car, not here at Laguna, but at a different track, and I know what it's capable of. I know how TJ can drive, and it's a hell of a car. Tell him.
Tell what?
Tell him what you got.
I'm feeling for more.
That was sick. He got some pretty not fun runs either.
Really?
Well, because there's so
Sounds
many people in front of you that it puts up smoke to where when you come down this main run, you can't see. So you have to like lift a bit. You can't just be like
Yeah.
full tilt.
All right.
I don't know.
No, but it was awesome. I mean, it was
You're
sick.
going next.
100%. We'll go tomorrow.
Day 2 of Grid Life, we had a very successful first day here. I'm still getting used to the track, still getting used to the car. We're still learning. There's a bunch of different classes in time attack. So there's A class, which is like the super fast guys, B, C, and D. So we're in D class, that's the lowest of the class. The reason is because, one, I'm not super comfortable on the track. This is my first time driving here ever. This is a big track, it's a fast track. And 2, the Supra is not making crazy horsepower, and it doesn't have crazy aero, and it has street tires. So I'm still getting used to the car, still getting used to the track, still getting used to the setup, feeling everything out. I feel like we did pretty good yesterday. I ran a 152, that was the fastest time I did yesterday. My goal for this weekend is to crack 149 or quicker. So we're gonna see if we can make that happen today. I feel like the first session out today is gonna be the best because everything is nice and cold. The air temperature is cold, track feels good. We've already got cars out there ripping. I'm excited, ready to get out on track and have some fun.
Got a little bit of arrow. Car struggle is catching air in the rear bumper like a parachute. So it's very common to see air go to the bumper or rear bumper completely removed. Help airflow. And in this case, the rear.
So sick.
How'd you feel out there?
Dude, like every single time I go out, I feel better and better and better.
Hell
like
yeah.
the pace I'm going at now is so much better than it was. I have confidence in the car. I know what it's gonna do. I know how it's gonna play. I figured out I need to do like a hot lap and then a cool down lap, then a hot lap, then a cool down lap. So like I can't keep at a constant pace. It sucks because I'm getting passed by other people who can just keep going and going and going, but this car can't do that. It just starts to get too hot. So we need to get bigger coolers on it, but this thing freaking moves, dude. I put down a pretty good flyer. It was definitely faster than what I ran yesterday, for sure.
Hell yeah, 149?
Sure. I'm hoping, dude. I'm hoping. But
all right,
like,
we'll see.
It felt, my line was better, getting on throttle earlier, trusting the brakes. Dude, I keep pushing the brakes like further and further, and they just keep working. They're so good, dude. It's crazy.
crazy.
How was it?
So gnarly.
Give me the rundown, dude.
So much fun. We did one side lap, then I went for turn 2. I did decent, but not much, and then we went around again, and then I looped it. I did loop it, yeah. I was in 3rd gear, and Nate said basically I pulled handbrake quick, I fully floored it, and then I was too far
Too much
in
angle.
Too
much angle, and then you just floored, just immediately spun 360. So,
which I feel like made it easier, got it out of the way. Now, because when I went back, Nate was like, throw it in 2nd, and then I did it in 2nd, and I did like super good, way better.
Sick.
It was so much fun, it's crazy.
Nice, dude, gangster. All right, so Nate and I were chatting about how sick the last session went because we got some really good runs in, really good lines down with the Z. I was kind of following him. We got some good clips of both cars. Meanwhile, my FD is sitting here on fire. Adam from Donut found it, saw the flames, he came over, put the car out. We had no idea this was happening because we're over there chatting. So unfortunately, definitely got a little bit of damage. It's down for the weekend. It's not that bad. It is definitely fixable. So you grabbed one of those little element extinguishers, lit that thing up, and just started fogging everything. Got the fire put out. Unfortunately, there is some damaged wiring under the intake manifold. So I think the FD is done for the weekend, unfortunately, which sucks, but the car is fine. There it is.
I almost feel...
Oh man, save my car, dude.
I almost feel bad because it's like everywhere, but I was like, that's probably better than fire.
It's so much better than losing the car. Thank you so much.
No,
man.
somebody came over and the dude was way too chill. Like it was a spectator.
Yeah.
Because we were sitting here, he's like, hey, like, there's a fire. And I was like, that's like the worst thing to hear ever.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not what he said. He's like, yeah, there's a fire under there. I was like, dude, can you like, okay. So, but yeah, no worries.
Damn, man. We're done driving for today.
Yeah.
Let's party.
It's the end of day 2.
It is the start of day 3 here at Grid Life, and I showed up to the track as early as I possibly could to try and fix the RX-7 so we could get this thing back out on track and running. I took the intake manifold off, took all the boost piping off, cleared a lot of stuff out to see the extent of the damage that the fire from yesterday caused. Luckily, there's not a lot of damage. Adam was super quick to react to get this thing put out, which I'm so freaking thankful for. The fact that the car is still here and it still looks like an RX-7, it's not a completely melted pile of junk. Dude, I don't even have words. I genuinely don't even have words for how thankful I am that Adam was on it to get this thing put out. Unfortunately though, there's just a little bit too much damage on the car for me to actually fix the car here at Grid Life. I need parts. I'm definitely not bummed because I had so much fun. I've never driven this car as hard or as long as we did this weekend. So unfortunately things happen, but I'm so freaking stoked to be driving this thing. It's such a good car. It's so much fun. Little accident, which is unfortunate, but I love this thing. So we've got a super busy schedule today. We've got time attack sessions on the Supra. The boys are gonna be taking the 370Z out, so I need to be on car support and getting prepped to run the Supra. We got a lot going on today. Today is also the last day of Grid Life, so once we're done here today, we're gonna be packing these cars up, getting them on trailers, and heading straight back for the 8-hour drive back to San Diego. So unfortunately, I don't have the time to sit there and try and mess with the RX-7 and try and get that thing running. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. So, but today is gonna be an insane day. We're gonna try and break the record on the Mark IV Supra. We're gonna try to shoot for a 149. Thing's gonna be an absolute flyer. So I hope I get the opportunity to do it, and we'll see if the car is good enough, and we'll see if I am good enough as a driver to put down a time like that. I don't know if I am yet, but we're gonna try.
Falcon Club SC Mike Jansen in the 156 Civic 149. Yeah, by a tenth of a second. So give the record back to Jansen. Switches the top seat in Falcon Club SC. So it's also, I would expect it to be warmed up right now, but
My boy Quinn just ran at 149.
Let's go, dude. We rode the record.
Hell yeah.
Come on. So sick.
Did what we came here to do.
So sick, dude.
Give me a rundown. Give me a breakdown.
Okay, so I kicked up to boost level 3. So we're at like 450-ish, something like that. On power, the thing just goes, dude. It's so, the sequential, the backstraight is so sick. I went flat over 1. Mad sketchy. Mad sketchy. It's fun, man. It's definitely like a juggle. Definitely like a fine balance, but like once you get it going straight, dude, the thing just wants to go straight. It just wants to go. That was so much fun, dude.
Well, we came here to make sure the car could run. It's dialed. We can put lap times down. So not only did we do that, and Quinn ran a 152, but then to set another goal and run a 149. I did so it. Sick. We did it.
Successful grid lap.
all right. Most Davidson Lodrums, at turn 6, they're all setting up for that corkscrew down through Rainy Curve and turn 10, but that whole sequence is just so flowy and gorgeous, and
Holy sh**. I mean, the bash bar did look like that.
Where's your bumper, dog?
The bumper's gone. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think it's at corkscrew.
Hey, the front bumper's gone.
The front bumper? Oh my God. It felt brutal.
All right, the boys are back from the final session, and Nate totally freaking jumped the car over corkscrew. You're getting sketchy today, dog.
Oh yeah. I broke something. I don't know what I broke. It's leaking a little bit of fluid. Was feeling really comfortable, and like instead of hitting a really proper initiation, then back and actually entering corkscrew, I took it easy, and I was just like subtly entering corkscrew, and I did it a little too late on my last lap. Sorry, I did it a little too early, and that sent me into, there's like these yellow curbs on every corner. That sent me into one of those. I think I would have been in a lot of trouble if I let off throttle and tried to brake. So I just stayed floored through it, jumped it, landed, rode out. Car was fine, obviously got off track, but then found that we have a little bit of a leak here, so.
You got all 4 sessions in all 3 days we were here.
I did.
So you drifted like like this almost the whole time. Freaking
well, he
sick.
drifted some.
Yeah, you got the most drifting
Linking
this weekend.
9 to 10 was
That's
like
sick.
the
That was
coolest thing in
sick.
the world.
So we've been pitted right next to the big time boys, and they're running a gangster IMSA spec Camaro. So we're gonna go over there, check it out, have a chat with them, and see how well their weekend has gone. So how'd your weekend go, bro?
Dude, it went good. We car survived. Let's see, 3 days until I burned the clutch up. The last session of the day, we wanted to do get in the 120s, which we did. We did a 128 here at Laguna Seca.
Gangster,
and it was really fun. We wanted to go a little faster, and the car's got it in it for sure. But you know, all in all, pretty good weekend, and it was fun. We've never been to a grid life before, so it was
sick.
great.
Yeah, when you're on podium sprint, I was up at corkscrew watching you run.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was freaking sick.
Yeah.
This thing is rowdy, man.
Dude,
it looks so cool.
It's really fun. It's a great car. It's you know, one of the reasons I bought it is when I was a kid, I love these things. My dad used to take me to Daytona, and I got to watch these IMSA GT Trans Am's car run. And yeah, it's just something like, you know, when it came up and I saw it on Racing Junk, I was like, well, I gotta get it. So
so sick.
So we bought it to use it. You know, we're not the type of guys to buy something and then let it rot or like sit in a collection. We like using our stuff. So
yeah, so
it's good to have it out here.
Super fast at this. So you clearly have a lot of track experience.
Yeah, I have well, I don't know about a lot, but I got a little bit. I raced SRO a couple years back with some PC cars. That's all like front wheel drive, Civic Type R's.
Yeah.
And then I had a couple races of that, and then I went to Australia and did some World Time Attack. One of the guys here, Cole, had a GTR that I got to whip around, and then that was it. And then a couple track days every now and then, but I'm a motorcycle guy, so I track a lot of motorcycles. I've been here a bunch on a motorcycle. So when you got a cage and 4 wheels, feels a little bit more safe. So,
So how much seat time do you have in this thing?
This is the third time I've driven it. Yeah.
Sick. That's so cool, man.
So we've done, it's weird, with track battle, you do what, maybe like 5 laps, if that, you know, so I think all in the weekend I've done maybe 18 laps, something like that. We've recorded on it, so not a ton of time on it. I had the car in Texas for a little while, and I drove it out there twice, and then brought it out here, and now it's a Cali car.
Cool.
So if it goes back to Texas, it'll be for a race, but yeah.
Yeah, I loved watching you run it this
Thanks,
weekend.
dude.
It's freaking awesome.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I got to see you out there too. That thing looks great, and you know what? I always tell people this because, you know, I like when you like compete against other people and it's like a competition and you feel like you're going slow, it doesn't matter, because the feeling that you have is the exact same feeling I got. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like on the edge of it, you're just on the edge of that car's limit. So it's all like relative. So don't compare it, because it's not the same. Also, this thing it's unfair, you know, like it's unfair. It's an unfair.
I was looking at the powertrain and the suspension.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You can check at it. Yeah, this is
like, look at the transmission in here. It's like tiny. It's like this tiny little. It's a 4-speed.
Yeah, it's a little 4-speed dog box, little Jericho. The clutch plates. No wonder why I burned them up. They're like this big. It's like a dirt bike clutch.
Yeah, crazy.
These wide 5 hubs. These wheels weigh nothing. They're super lightweight. You know, like the hub's so big, you got to cut a pretty big hole out of it to mount them up. The motor's the coolest part. It's an RCR built motor from the 2000s. So RCR built all of Dale Earnhardt's motors. So there's we're trying to track down where this block came from, but there's a good chance this could have been in a Dale Earnhardt car, which is pretty crazy.
So is this a carbureted?
Yeah,
is it carbureted?
Yep.
That's freaking gangster.
Yep, carbureted. No power brakes, no traction control. It's got power steering, which is nice.
Yeah.
But it's purely mechanical, man. Yeah, this thing is
dry sump.
Dry sump. Yeah, it does like 15 quarts. You know, it's got a quick change in the rear end. All these body panels are fiberglass. They weigh nothing. They just snap together with these quick clips. It's got more friggin' filters and catch cans that I know what to do with. Penske shocks.
So do you know how much power it's making?
Yeah, so we dynoed it. I believe it made 578 to the wheel. Dang. So for naturally aspirated, revs to 9,100 RPM. It's got dual ignition.
Freaking screamer.
Yeah, dual MSDs that you can switch in the cabin. So it's got a distributor cap, which you can see right back there. And it's got one that runs off the crank pulley. I love that it's 25 years old. So it's like, you know,
it's proper.
It's proper.
Yeah.
You know,
I saw you got it. I was so stoked for you. I was like, dude, that is the perfect car.
Yeah.
It looks so rad.
Thank you, man. Yeah,
seeing it in person is awesome.
It's cool. We're going to keep it alive and keep doing events with it. And I think we're going to take it out to Willow next. Streets is reopened. So I'm excited to bring us out the streets. I think it'll be pretty fun. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like letting people see these in the wild is so cool, because a lot of them are crashed or, you know, in a museum. You know, rich guys buy them and they don't let them go. So we got lucky.
Sick, well, I can't wait to see more content on this thing and see you guys driving it. It's such a rad car. Awesome. All right, well, I'll let you guys get back to packing. We still got to finish packing.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It was
Good
a good
to see
weekend,
you.
man.
Thank you.
We hit our goal here today at Laguna Seca. I ran a 149 in our Mark IV Supra. This thing was a 9-second drag car. We turned it into a track car, came out here, had fun, set a goal, and crushed it. Very successful trip. And remember, guys, if you're looking for your own car, something cool like this Supra, head over to Auto Tempest and use our link in the description down below to get yourself a deal. We've trusted them for years, and it is the best place to go when you guys are looking for a new car. We're done here. We've got a lot of packing up to do. We got a long drive back to San Diego. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see more track content with the Mark IV Supra. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.